CG. CG.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for being welcome. Welcome to the Diaz Brothers show. As you guys can see, we're always on top of things, upgrading for you guys. We have the curtain all hung up.
We have more lights set up now.
Multiple lights.
And second cameraman.
Yeah, so we can do camera one. And then we got the cameraman over here.
It's like Wayne's World. Camera one, camera two.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
A salama emoji.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications. Sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast. See you guys next week. And thanks for coming out, everybody.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Ooh, what a rush!
Is enough to get me to the boiling point.
Tommy,
Oh, man.
can you hear me?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you. Where are you, brother?
I'm in my drawing room.
Am I coming in clear?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
Can you
All right.
guys hear me? Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Patterson is here. Good to have you here, brother.
Been a long time.
Been a long time. We are back. We're in studio today because I had a business meeting. I got to get this book to the printers this weekend. Lots of stuff happening over here. So thought this would be a perfect spot. I didn't even plug the sign in. Jesus, why didn't you tell me?
Man, what book are we? What am I drawing here?
Look at that. Let There Be Light.
Loose threads, huh?
Loose Threads by Mr. Mark Paulton, who's waiting in the wings in the green room here. A man that has brought you such iconic books like Graveyard Shift. You got Sea Dog. You got U.S. Assassin. Too many to remember, really. Viking Wolf. So many awesome books that have delivered, that are in your hands, that are in my bookshelf right now, and has employed myself and Tommy on some awesome stories.
But I like being employed.
Yeah, being employed is good. We got Rand Nada in the chat as well. I did tweet this out, so if you guys are on Twitter, definitely retweet it. Get some more people in here. Doing a little afternoon stream on my day off here. Siege is in the chat. Richard B. Pale Rider, good to see you, Pale Rider.
What's up?
Leandro is here. Says hit that like and subscribe. Smash the bell for notifications.
Could be wrong. I don't know if it's too late for you to edit.
Yeah.
But the link. Okay, there it goes. It worked this time. The link on the YouTube video. Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. Survive Infinity is in the chat.
What's up?
Good to see you guys. And as you saw at the beginning, we do have new channel memberships, so you guys could get some cool emojis, as you see Rand Nada saying hey yo in the chat with those emojis.
Hey, yo.
Good to see you there, brother. All right, well, let's get the man of the hour in here himself, Mark Poulton. Without further ado, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Good to have. Now, are you still reigning champion?
Reigning, defending undisputed unified world champion of the CGWF, the retired deathmatch king, the now deathmatch icon.
The audience loves you. Look at that.
Yeah.
Jacked out of his mind.
Jesus!
Killing it over there at the CG Wrestle Federation. Always killing it. And once again, killing it on another. This man is a box of ideas. He keeps coming out with new ideas, new IPs to entertain you guys. And this one is super original. I really like the concept here, and I can't wait to dive in and talk about it. But first, when did this idea for Loose Threads come to be, and kind of when did you start working on it?
So the idea came to me 10 years ago. 2012, I was writing the Evangeline monthly title for Image Comics.
Oh, yeah.
And I was scripting Rob Liefeld's Hawkman for DC Comics.
I remember that book.
And most people would say that was like the highlight of my career. At the time, I thought it was. Then out of nowhere, Evangeline got canceled. And I was surprised because at the time, it wasn't really like the Image that we know of now, but it was the book was selling. It was one of their higher selling books. So when it was canceled, I was surprised. And we were in the middle of a huge storyline that I had, but I was like, well, that's all right. I still have Hawkman, and the editors over there seem to love what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then one day I was leaving my day job, and I had a Twitter notification, and I read it as I was walking to my car, and it said, man, I sure hope Mark has a job after this. I was like, what? And that day, Rob Liefeld had very publicly quit DC Comics on Twitter. And I found out online that I no longer had a job before my editor could ever get a hold of me and tell me. And again, we were in the middle of a big storyline. We had all these plans for Hawkman, and I was super bummed. To finish up that DC story, though, a couple days later, they hired me back. They said, we already bought Rob's stories. We're going to just pay you to finish scripting them. And they gave me a double my rate raise. And I was like, oh, this actually is going to turn out to be pretty good. But then Rob got in that Twitter fight with Scott Snyder. I don't know if you remember that.
I think,
dude, I loved every minute of that. I like that he called Capullo out onto the floor. He just said that basically, you guys aren't selling shit. It's the character Batman sells. Not you guys.
Yeah.
So quit huffing your own farts and thinking you're badass.
Dan DiDio didn't take kindly to that, and Rob had already quit, so they wanted to get back at Rob, so they fired me. But I told my editor, because my editor called me. This time I actually got a call, and he said, we're letting you go. You didn't do anything wrong. We're just trying to get back at Rob. And I said, you realize Rob doesn't care that I'm getting fired right now.
That's ridiculous.
And but I knew something was up, so I finished a script as fast as I could in a day, just so I could get paid with that extra double my rate.
Yeah.
Scrambling. So afterwards, I was heartbroken, and it wasn't really because of the lost income or anything, because I've always kept my day job. It was that we were in the middle of these storylines, and I loved these characters, and I wondered what's going to happen to these characters now that we're not writing their stories.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, oh, that's a pretty good idea for a book. What happens to comic book characters when their series are canceled? And I wrote the script. I wrote it 10 years ago, and I tried a couple times with different artists, but it just never clicked until one day, Cesar Madaro, who I had known from the Rob Liefeld message boards.
Hello.
Yeah, that's where I met Tommy too, where I met John Malin, Mike McMahon, Anthony George, Greg Paulson, like the whole crew I work with. We all met on the Rob Liefeld message boards, and Cesar hit me up and said, hey, I'm contacting some of my favorite writers to see if they have any short stories I could draw. And I was always a fan of his work. And I said, I don't have a short story, but I have an 80-page graphic novel if you want to draw it. And he jumped at it. It took a while for him to complete it. And then I had to wait. he requested Anthony George to be the colorist, and Anthony was always busy with graveyard shifts, so we patiently waited for Anthony to finish coloring it, and the book's all completed, fully drawn, fully colored, and it's a very personal story for me. So I'm happy for it to finally see the light of day.
That's a great kind of journey to get to this point. It's an awesome kind of way of coming up with this, and very original, I think, very meta. Just from just the pitch of it, and it's looking really cool. I really like this dragon, super
Thank
cool. And we'll dive into this in a second. Let's see, what character is Tommy drawing? Yeah, so if you guys are new to our Shill streams, Tommy comes on and he draws a character from the book we're talking about, the great Tommy Patterson. Let's take a look. What are you sketching out here, Tommy?
Whoever the chick is, I'm drawing her doing a slash.
So that's Queen Madeline. She's my Evangeline stand-in. So all the characters were based on characters that I was working on at that time. So there's like a Hawkman stand-in, a Coney Waves stand-in who is now returning. Mandy Summers and I announced that last night that Coney Waves is coming back.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, I saw the the cover, or the piece of art you put out. Looks awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, in the book, Queen Madeline, she's in the middle of this epic battle with her main nemesis, the Necro Dragon, and all of a sudden, right as she's like ready to take him down, everything vanishes. Her whole surroundings go blank, and far off in the distance, she sees a door, and she walks towards it, opens it up, and inside are all these superheroes and comic book characters just waiting around in a waiting room. It's comic book purgatory. All of them have had their series canceled, and they're just waiting to be rebooted or whatever their fates decided. And
Really cool.
Yeah, she's not going to stand for it. She doesn't take her cancellation lightly. She's going to break out into the real world, track her creator down, and make him finish her story so she can fulfill her destiny.
That's some Grant Morrison type ideas there. It reminds me of the Animal Man breaking the fourth wall and talking to the writer and stuff. That it's very intriguing because there's so many different places you could go with that idea.
Yeah,
and this guy is probably, for me, the kind of breakout of the book. Is such a cool design. Tell us about him. He's really
cool. So this is Emoji. He pops up. He makes like a brief appearance, but he really steals every scene he's in. People just love him, and Caesar and I loved working on him so much. We decided after we were done Loose Threads, we gave him his own spin-off book called Emoji Saves Christmas. I always loved the big treasury-sized editions of books. So that's what Emoji's going to get, and you can pick up a 8-page Ashcan preview as an add-on in this campaign.
Cool. Yeah, I love that you do these Ashcan previews. You did that with Viking Wolf on which campaign was that on?
That was on Sea Dog.
Sea Dog, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that really pushed me to get Sea Dog, to get that Ashcan. And I love his gun. What is up with this?
It's like a big old Rob Liefeld vacuum gun.
It's literally a vacuum. That's hilarious. This just looks like so much fun. And the art here, are you going straight from pencils to color?
Yeah. Caesar's artwork is so detailed and tight. And he does this thing with the shading with the pencil that I wouldn't even I wouldn't feel comfortable handing this off to an inker because I wouldn't even I wouldn't know what they would do with it.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, Mikey Babinski and I, because we were always I met him on the board too. He was the inker at Marvel for a while. We were always talking about Caesar and how we loved his art, and I don't know. There's nothing. Nobody draws like him. It's super crazy. And anyway, Mikey inked him a couple times just as a test.
Yeah.
And it looked really good, but I would leave it as pencil because that's where it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you really get that. Like, I could look at this and be like, "Oh yeah, this is pencils to color." And
where is he from?
Is really cool.
Caesar's from Spain.
Okay. I was going to say he's got the European look, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's doing a book with or a short story for Mike Barron, because Mike Barron saw these pages and he goes, "Did you have this inked?" And I was like, "No, I wouldn't even I couldn't even think of handing it off to an inker. It's just
It would kill it. Yeah.
Yeah, it creates that unique style.
It'd be a colossal waste of his time.
So we're offering a black and white edition, so you can really enjoy Caesar's pencils.
Yeah, really. That's something you did in previous campaigns. I remember Viking Wolf, you did the black, white, and red.
Yeah,
which is really cool. And it seems like a lot of readers and collectors, for sure, people that are art fans, love this stuff. It's different. Then it seems like a crazy cast of characters.
Yeah, I mean, they're comic book characters from all different genres of comic books. So you got like a detective, a straight up superhero, a barbarian, a vampire, all teaming up trying to fulfill their destinies.
Oh, I see this, the vampire guy.
Yep.
Very cool. That's so cool. So this book you said is 80 pages?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think, is that the biggest book that you've published? The most pages on crowdfunding?
I'm trying to think. The first U.S. Assassin was 80 pages as well.
Very good. Yeah. Look at that. This guy's so cool. It's a great pinup.
Yep. That's the trading card that you can add on. It'll be a foil trading card.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you guys do those foil cards really, really well. If you guys like trading cards, definitely pick that up, because those are super flashy, very collectible. And this is this part of the preview?
The emoji saves Christmas. The North Pole is taken over, and the government contacts emoji to assemble a team and save Santa.
Awesome. Let's see here. We got Grimmer's in the chat. What's up, Grimmer? Good to see you. On what day is today? Wednesday afternoon. Hope everybody's day is going great. We're sitting down talking with Mark Poulton about his newest comic that he just launched, Loose Threads, a comic about what happens when your comic characters series get canceled. And there he is, the Deathmatch King. Now, is this going to be a sticker we're going to be able to get?
The first 100 backers got the sticker.
Oh, awesome. So cool. I love the whose skull is that?
That would be Malin's, I guess. That's the first person I killed in the CGWF.
Oh, poor Malin. Did he come back as a zombie?
He did.
Good. It's good to see he's back. All right, stretch goals at 10K. All backers get a Queen Madeline trading card. Look at that big hand. That's cool.
I'm guessing she whipped somebody's ass and took their armor.
Yeah, so if you saw the previous page with the polar bear, he was chasing after like a little elf-like creature, and that's him laying behind her.
Oh.
There it is. You just
there we go.
Yep.
There's the bear.
Savage.
So cool. So how many different now am I correct to assume that we'll be going through kind of like the different worlds of these comics?
So we get a glimpse of a couple of their worlds, but this takes place in the real world. They break out into, so they want to track down their creator, and they track him down to a comic book convention.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Very cool. And this also reminds me of one of my favorite 90s Sega Genesis games. You ever played Comic Zone?
Oh, I remember seeing the ads all the time.
Yeah. So Comic Zone, you actually play as the creator of a comic that the supervillain drags you into the comic. And Mr. CG is based on the guy from Comic Zone, very 90s.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that is a special place in our hearts over here at Z Comics. So this totally giving me vibes of that. Very nostalgic.
Yeah, one of Caesar's ideas, since we were both huge Liefeld fans and fans of the 90s and early Image, was when he created the Comic-Con, he decided that it was going to be set in the 90s. So you see like some cameos from popular creators at that time just in the background and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
like total. That's gonna be awesome because there's so much you could do with that. And I know you as a creator love those Easter eggs. Like if you look at a book like Sea Dog, there's a ton of cool 90s Easter eggs in there like that.
Yeah.
And I love seeing stuff like that. So this is perfect for a 90s fan as well, and just comic fan overall. This is a really cool concept. Let me see. I'm gonna take a look at the trailer here, and then we'll catch up on what Tommy's doing. Let's see here.
What happens to your favorite comic book characters when their series are canceled? A group of heroes break into the real world to track down their creator and demand to finish their stories so they can fulfill their destinies. Written by Mark Polton, writer and co-creator of Graveyard Shift. With art by Cesar Madaro. Comes this beautifully illustrated 80-page graphic novel. Featuring a jam cover by the legendary George Perez and Cesar Madaro. Loose Threads. Back it. Only on Indiegogo.
There you go, everybody. Killing it. Now that was our very own Joe M. Sontag.
Yep. Yeah, I
With the
really
voiceover?
liked. Yeah, I really liked his Reaper Destroyer trailer. So I asked if he could do one for me, and he provided the voiceover as well.
Killer. Now I want to talk about this George Perez kind of collab. How did that come to be? And is that this piece here?
Yep. So a few years ago, maybe even further, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, because Cesar was working on the book for quite a while. He was very excited. He said he was at a comic convention and he convinced a famous artist to collaborate on a cover with him. And I've told this story before, but I was very polite with him because I figured, oh, his idea of famous isn't the same as mine. So I'll just act like I'm excited when he tells me who it is. And then when he showed it to me, it was George freaking Perez, who is one of the greatest of all time. Yeah. And George was at a convention. The last time he visited Spain for a convention, Cesar approached him, told him his idea, and George banged. So he drew Queen Madeline in the crystal ball. He knocked that out in a couple hours before dinner, and then Cesar drew the rest around it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Super rad.
Yeah, have that opportunity. That is just crazy.
So I've been sitting on this cover for years, and it's crazy to think it could very well be one of his last covers or his last cover.
Yeah, that is wild. God, that's so cool. And then the rest of this piece is freaking amazing too. Those skulls.
Yeah, it just works perfectly. Anthony George's colors, Anthony George from Graveyard Shift.
Yeah,
just killed it.
That's so cool. Let's see. We got a question here. Phill, I'm not even joking. On every stream, you have the exact book to pull up specific to the random subject being talked about on every stream. It's amazing. Well, that's how I do it. You know, I guess
you're prepared.
Yeah, I'm prepared. Maybe that's because all these
knee deep. He's knee deep in comics.
And this is topical too, because every mainstream book is always getting canceled. So
yeah,
if you guys wonder what happens, you got to grab this book.
So it's crazy that I wrote this after, wondering what happens to characters, but then to see us, like a bunch of mainstream pros being canceled 10 years later, and we kind of branch out to, create our own futures and destinies. Yes. It's weird how the story parallels.
Yeah, that is wild. Now, when you were writing this, you know, when you were still working in the mainstream, were ideas like this? Because I imagine you had scripts that you were working on the side just for you. Was the original idea to kind of pitch this to a company back then? Because, or were you already like, oh, one day I'll do this and publish it myself? Or did you
So
not even have that in your mind?
so I did pitch it. I did the standard thing when we had a few pages and pitched it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I did have some interest, and there was one publisher that was like really interested in it, and they were like, "Yeah, just finish it." They didn't give me like a deal, but it was basically like a green light that it was going to happen. But
Right.
then like Comicsgate happened, and I talked to Caesar, and Caesar saw like the success of Graveyard Shift and was like, let's just do this ourselves. So
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it's opened up so many doors for everybody that have always wanted to make comics. So I'm super grateful for everything, all these people in the chat, everybody that backs us. It's crazy to think that we're putting out so high quality products right now for people. It's amazing. Bancroft says, Mark, what's Graveyard Shift Omega Storm?
So Graveyard Shift Omega Storm is basically Graveyard Shift Supplemental 3.5, I would say. It takes place between the last volume of Graveyard Shift and the next volume. John wrote it. It's dealing with Runer and the team from that, and our very own Tommy Patterson is drawing that book.
Yeah, I hear that launching soon.
Yeah, the 21st, I believe.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Kick ass, yeah. I can't wait for that. Anything that Tommy is drawn, I'm super excited for. Especially, let's take a look at this bad boy he's drawn right now. Look at that. Oh, great face on that, man. Tommy always does these crazy perspective angles.
Yeah, I love the underboob shot.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Underboob, that's a British thing.
Is it?
I don't know. I made that up.
People are saying they're hyped for it. Noise, clapping. Yeah. So, does Madeline have any special abilities, or is she just a kick-ass warrior?
Yeah,
babe?
just a badass warrior babe.
Yeah, she's badass. Look at that. That's so cool. And now, so this is a really large book. 80 pages. Is there room for a sequel to this? Is this something you guys want to expand upon in the future, or is this just a one shot?
So we're already doing the emoji spinoff.
That's right.
But it sort of ends with a little. I mean, we wrap up the story, but there is sort of a little teaser at the end. But like, we could actually do a book and just stay in the character's universe and see how. Like,
yeah,
what
that's
their
true.
comics were like. Yeah,
this is kind of a good. Is that Taylor?
Yeah,
Is that Rob back there?
what the heck? The audio source must be coming through something else. Damn.
I'm gonna mute him for a second. Anyways, yeah. So this having the concept where you have all these books that are being canceled, and these characters, like you said, you could do spin-offs for their own book. So it's kind of building that universe within itself. And then the possibilities are endless of where you could cross over this IP and these characters into. Like you said, you already have kind of Coney Waves, that you're going to be bringing back. Potentially, you could cross some of these characters over into US Assassin if you wanted to, or Viking Wolf, stuff like that. So
yeah.
And you guys are all about crossovers anyways. Like when
I love that stuff
already.
And like you'll see already a crossover. Like our next stretch goal is a emoji print with emoji fighting US Assassin, Bazooka Dog, and Sea Dog. So
really?
I've already like thought about like crossing the characters over with each other.
Cool. Who were you thinking to get to draw that?
Oh, actually, it's already drawn. Caesar drew it just because I wanted to see Caesar draw U.S. Assassin, Bazooka Dog, and Sea Dog to see what my other characters looked in his style.
Isn't that the best? Just like being the creator and just having free reign of being like, hey, I want to see you draw my character, and just having your character in so many different art styles. It's so cool. That's the best. We got Henry Bemis in the chat dropping the link.
What's up?
Thank you very much. Great people in the chat. I hear this Tommy guy is a bit of an all right artist.
Yeah, man.
Who's talking about me?
Michael Bancroft.
So
keep my head down and work, man. That's all I know.
I don't know if Tommy even remembers this, but we were all friends on the Rob Liefeld message boards, and when he got his like big break, I think it was drawing Farscape, the Farscape comic. He sent me a page of original artwork just for being like,
did I?
His friend, yeah.
Dude, I was always doing cool shit like that. Like the inker guy, I took a pay cut to give him a few extra bucks. I'm nice like that.
Yeah.
What a guy. Tommy sent me some pages too for like Christmas last year or something.
Nice.
They're awesome. I gotta frame them. Now this is this a variant cover?
Yep.
This is awesome.
Chris Graves, awesome artist. We have a couple projects coming out next year, but he's also my workout partner.
Oh, kick ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lot of jack
Y'all go
guys.
to hot yoga together?
Yeah. I mean, real recognizes real.
That's right, brother. Yeah. No, this looks great. The colors on this remind me of like G. Scott Campbell's colorist he uses. Like
Ruffino?
Yeah. It's just really, really vibrant and almost like fairy tale-esque, you know.
So that's Anthony George as well. It's pretty cool how he did almost like a more muted style on over Caesar, and then went with vibrant, bright colors for Chris Graves.
Yeah, I love seeing versatilities out of these colorists. He's really, really cool. And look at that donk on her. This is a great dress. It's a great dress. So good. We got Siege in the chat says Farscape was a cool series. Got a fan out there, Tommy.
Yeah, it was a trial by fire. I had to make it look like the actors and actresses. As to where on Game of Thrones, I didn't have to make it look like them. I was actually told to not look like the actors because then they'd have to pay royalties.
Oh yeah, for all the likenesses. Yeah, I imagine that would be really difficult to do likenesses if you're not used to it.
First job in comics, and I got burdened with that. It was fun. Whatever, can't complain. I broke in. I sent Mark a page.
Rest is
story
history.
of my life, right there. Yeah, short story.
All right, let's go look through what you got for all of these awesome backers. Remember, guys, 80-page graphic novel. Everything, all the pencils and colors are completed. Just need to get this bad boy up there, and we'll get some letters thrown on this book. And turnaround time seems like it's going to be really good on this one.
Yeah, I put February 2023, but I'm hoping, in a perfect world, I'll start fulfilling in December.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. You have a lot done already. We got Edwin in the chat. What's up, Edwin? Good to see you, brother. Taking a look at Loose Threads. You have the $100 fan pack. Now, what comes with this pack, the featured perk?
So you get the George Perez cover, the Chris Graves variant, the black and white edition, and then I'm offering a fourth book in the campaign, Emerged the Art of Heather Martin. Heather's done pinups for me on books, Black Owl, U.S. Assassin. She's doing something for Loose Threads as well. And when I heard her story, I just wanted to publish her art book. She took up art maybe 7 or 9 years ago. The first time she got cancer, just as therapy while she was going through chemo. And she ended up going through 6 bouts of cancer. Artwork was like the thing that, kept her out of the dark times. And spirits
up.
Yeah.
Art therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And I just I thought that was amazing, and I wanted to do something for her, so I offered to publish her book, and I love her art anyway, so it's a win-win for both of us.
Kick ass. Yeah, this is great. So that's perfect for you guys that want to grab that featured perk. You get 4 books. And also, how do they get does everybody get the preview for emoji, or is that a stretch goal?
No, so the preview for emoji is an add-on. You can add that on for $10.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so you could just grab that in the add-on section.
And if you signed up to our mailing list, you could get the fan pack for $80.
Oh, perfect. A little discount there. But like all of Mark's campaigns, you can grab everything individual as well. And I'm sure he has a really good add-on section.
Yep, everything's available as an add-on, and then you have the emoji foil card, the emoji ash can as add-ons, and then some of my retailer exclusive covers I have from Haunted Pizza, my company. So
cool.
Plenty of cool stuff to choose from.
Awesome. What are those retailer exclusive covers? Are they like retailer packs or just stuff you've put out in the past?
Yeah, so Tyler Kirkham, when he did Final Boss, he offered a retailer exclusive cover to retailers, and I hit him up and said, I'm not a retailer, but can I get a cover and have US Assassin on it? And he was like, sure. Yeah. So I did that, and then another book did the same thing, Rivals, and I got Viking Wolf put on that book. So yeah, I just thought it was cool bonus material for like those diehard fans that want everything.
That's really cool. I don't think I've seen that Rivals cover with Viking Wolf. That's pretty badass. I remember the Tyler Kirkham one with the Final Boss. That was freaking awesome. I think he did another one for Tin Soldier did one too. A little
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Nicholas Gear, he did one.
Yeah. Well Red is in the chat. What's up, Well Red? Good to see you. Sumo Thori is here as well. If you guys are just tuning in today, hit that like and subscribe. The link for Loose Threads is in the description down below and floating around in the chat here. Henry Bemis dropped it earlier, so go grab that. And yes, take a look at CG Vacation, guys. Update on that. We are super close to being ready for print. I did some work on the book a couple days ago, and my the files that I saved were corrupted, so I had to redo that. All that work, which sucks. That was definitely a bummer.
What day did this launch on?
Friday.
Oh yeah, this past Friday.
Yeah, well, sandwich.
You could have launched it on 9/11 and called it 9/11 Loose Threads.
Get all the big conspiracy back.
Oh yeah. That missing out on these. That's why you need Tommy around a little closer.
Yeah, he thinks outside the box.
A lot of great marketing ideas.
That's right.
Get you banned from YouTube. I'm sorry, I derailed it. Where were we?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, we got more people. Nail Bunny's in the chat. What's up, Nail Bunny? Shouting out the babe of the week. And Sumo. Yeah, so grab this. You're going to be campaigning for another month, right? 2 months.
Yep.
Going for the full 60, I would imagine. And anything else? Because I know you are a man of many launches and fulfilling. Now, this is just one of your many books that you've dropped this year. Are you squeezing any more in this year?
Bro, I got a nickname for him. Let's start calling him SpaceX. All them launches.
I'll take it. I'm a man of many nicknames.
That's true.
I thought about it, but I think I'm just going to take the rest of the year off. This is my 15th campaign, 16th if you count Reaper Destroyer. Joe put me on the page, but I'm currently fulfilling campaigns 13 and 14. I would love to fulfill this one as well this year. And maybe I'll just save the rest of the books. I have like 6 books I could drop next year. I don't. Yeah. I almost feel like someone said that people are going to get mad at me if I keep releasing books.
You make us look bad.
But I mean, they're finished. Like I can't wait. Like there's if I wait that
Can I give you my perspective on that?
Sure.
I read this book, Atomic Habits. It's what makes me me. You know, it's this
Mhm.
book is my whole life basically.
Uh-huh.
I read it like an hour ago. There's this part in there where the guy's like, you know, everybody sees it's a motivation killer because people see it as a slice of a pie, but actually the pie is infinite. There's like you can go out there and sell to all kinds of different people. It's up to you to go make the sell, right? I don't see it as a flooding of the market, you know.
Thank you, Tommy. That's the words I needed to hear.
Yeah. There's infinite pie for everyone.
It's true.
They're,
And I love infinite pie.
yeah.
And I mean, my thinking is that if you're a creator, I mean, not a creator, if you're a fan, would you care that someone keeps launching completed books?
Yeah, I mean, if they don't want it, they don't have to buy it.
That's the best thing. When something's completed, Bancroft's calling out, says stop slacking, Mark.
Sorry.
But have you seen kind of between, because you have, I'm going to say 4 or 5 IPs that have already fulfilled, right? That people know that people have read. Is it promotion and kind of reception? Have you noticed any differences between genres and things that people are into? Because Viking Wolf's more fantasy. You got US Assassins very much more kind of like action movie based.
People like my more violent books, it seems.
Yeah.
Graveyard Shift, US Assassin, Viking Wolf. The funnier stuff, like a Sea Dog, even Loose Threads. I mean, I think Loose Threads is doing well, but they like the gory, violent stuff. It seems like, but
Sea Dogs was the book that made me send my portfolio over to John and be like, "Hey, find me some," because I saw you were doing that, and I'm like, well. He talks with Mark all the time. Maybe he'll send my stuff his way too. That book, I saw it and I was like really jealous because I was like, man, I'd like to do something like that. You know, the old Stormwatch look kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I think there's room for all kinds of different genres. We're seeing it. You know, before probably if you take a look at crowdfunding and CG. Maybe like 2 years ago, you didn't see a lot of fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Now there's a flood of fantasy. I think you got Phoenix, you got Passion for Drawings stuff. Even, you know, this Madeline character comes from that kind of barbarian fantasy background. You got Andy Smith's book he just launched. All the stuff Dan Lawless is putting out and what he wants to do in the future. You're getting that, and it's cool to see a different wave of stuff that's not just werewolves, right?
Yeah.
Because everything.
There's nothing wrong with werewolves either.
Whoa, what are you trying to say here, Phil?
I mean, you know, werewolves. And then you look at a book that's like Michael Bancroft's The Lucent. No one even knows what that's about, but it's very successful. You know? And I don't think anyone will ever know what it's about. That's kind of the game, the puzzle game he's doing.
He should launch it on 9/11 and call it Lucent Change. Call back Joker.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll go over well. This is looking great though, Tommy.
Yep, I'm about to go scan it.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Can't wait to see all the characters in this crazy book and where it goes, because there's so many directions you can go with this. And that my favorite thing about this is the crazy dragon. What kind of dragon is it?
His name's the Necro Dragon.
The Necro Dragon. Freaking cool. Got a cool. Yeah, this spread is so cool. Let me pull that up. Oh, that's gonna be freaking awesome. Kind of like, is this towards the beginning of the story here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our book kicks off with this like epic battle between Madeline and the Necro Dragon, and then that's where things sort of fall apart for her, and she has to like fulfill her destiny.
That's so cool. The destiny. And you got a hot babe lead character. Perfect. I think that. Now, what's the next thing you're doing with your son?
Man, it's tough. Oh, we've talked about doing more Sea Dog. Sea Dog actually pops up in one of the books I have planned for next year.
Cool.
But he also he's a daydreamer.
Sure. So was I.
And he starts telling me about his daydreams, and they're so vivid and detailed. I was like, man, you need to start writing this down, because one day all this is going to be yours, and these are going to be the books that you release. But he's a creative genius. A Sea Dog book for us will probably be next, because he already has the villain figured out, and the villain is War Dog. And where Sea Dog had a magical anchor amulet, War Dog will have a purple heart that transforms him into the hero. And I was like, man, that is genius. And I can already see the Spider-Man first appearance of the Punisher homage cover with War Dog and Sea Dog on it.
Dude, that'd be sick. Yeah, I love that. What a good cover. That's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see what he looks like. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so guys, stay tuned. Follow Mark everywhere he is. So many unique new ideas coming out here, and a fulfillment king around these parts. Bancroft says, "Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war." There you go.
That guy's a poet.
Yeah,
much like myself.
He's Australian, you know. That's what they do over there. You scanning that up, Tommy?
Yep.
All right.
Enjoy Mark's company. Quit rushing us. Okay.
How you doing today, Mark?
I'm doing well. I just got done my day job. Did
you go to the gym this morning?
I haven't yet. Not yet. But I have a little break between this stream, and then I'm streaming with Joe Catapano for the Art Bros. And then the family and I were going out to get some sushi afterwards.
Now, your son likes sushi?
Yeah, he loves sushi.
I didn't get into sushi until I was out of high school. Yeah, sushi's good. And I saw you guys got some boba the other day.
Oh yeah, he's opening up my my taste buds to other things. He's the boba fan.
So
yeah,
dude. I just got some boba today.
Phil didn't like sushi until he heard Gerardo's song. He says he'll eat them raw like sushi.
I don't get the reference because was born in 93.
Suave Ave, you never heard that song? Suave Ave.
No. Rico Suave?
Yeah, Rico Suave.
Yeah. Before my time. But there's a matcha place right by my work that I go to all the time, and I get boba from there. You ever had the bobas, Tommy?
Yeah, we had a Korean egg roll place here in town that
Korean egg roll. They specialize in egg rolls?
Yeah. That was their mainstay.
It's interesting. Lots of seed oils in those egg rolls.
Oh, that's before I met your brother.
Yeah, if there's any members in the chat, you could feel free to post the no seed oil emoji. It's always good for your soul. How Comics? Did someone say Rico?
Phil's gonna put that on loop after this. You gotta listen to it. You'll love it, man.
Boba Fett. Jesus Christ. Some bag jokes in the chat. We got some no seed oil emojis. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, here we go.
He's got the scan. Before we look at the scan, we are getting ready to go to print on CG Vacation. Literally this morning, we got all the towels in, which is freaking awesome. All the towels are ready, and we're going to see if we could ship them early. We're going to do some weighing and some, kind of like testing out to see the pricing, and if we're able to get these out early to you guys, so you can use them at the old, trailer park pool. You got froze. Did I freeze?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. So we're going to be trying to package these out, and I'll probably be posting more pictures of those. So definitely grab that. And look at this. Did you see this one, Tommy? Let me see if I actually have this. That little sneak peek.
Nice.
Hang on. I was looking at something.
Lilith
All right,
and
oh, yeah.
Brahm.
There we go. Yeah, man, those colors really good.
Yeah, they came out great. That's so cool. So this is gonna be a double page spread in CG Vacation. So grab it, grab a towel, and go to the old watering hole. Bancroft says, I found sunflower oil in our pantry. Shaking his damn head. Yeah, get that out of the house, Bancroft.
I wish I'd have ordered the beach towel. Did you make any wash rags? Any CG Vacation wash rags?
No,
Like
that
a lower tier?
that was on the short list of things, but it didn't make the cut. Beach towel. We only got the beach towel. It's very large.
All right, for the next book, next time you guys do a CG Vacation Part 2.
Yeah.
I want part of the sales pitch is you and Brandon popping each other on the butts with those beach towels.
The beach towels. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that. Look at this. Oh, that's
Nice.
so cool. That turned out great. Slice and dice.
Awesome work, Tommy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to see more of Queen Madeline, that's her name, right?
Yep.
Definitely grab Loose Threads. Tell your friends. And even if you guys can't back today, hit that heart button on the campaign. Once you're signed in, that way you'll get all the updates that Mark puts out there, and it'll remind you to grab it later when you guys can. Bancroft says Tommy washes his back with a rag on a stick.
I use an Ethiopian back scratcher.
Is that a Ethiopian kid tied to a stick?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Hey, he gets paid well. The leg hair looks like a regrowth. Dude, how about a Bram CG Vacation sculpture chia pet?
Oh yeah, that'd be good. He's got a lot of hair.
His sideburns. Oh, dude, that'd be badass. His leg hair, his arm hair.
Yeah. All right.
All these great ideas today.
Crimstone loofahs, that could work.
Yeah, that'd work.
They could work. I accidentally shut off all the lights in here, as you could see, with my foot. So I think that's time to wrap up the stream.
Well, no, you gotta have a life alert.
Yeah. I need one of those. So you said you're streaming tonight with Joe Catapano, right?
Yep.
What time's that at?
7:00.
7:00, guys. 7 Eastern. Tune into Joe's stream. Go over, sub there. Sub to Mark's channel as well. He streams all the time. And the Breaking Rad boys. I actually have we'll actually end here. Do I have it on this one? I might have to switch to the other one. We'll end on a little commercial for Breaking Rad. Those guys are killing it over there. Weekly content every Tuesday night on Breaking Rad. If you love the wrestling stuff like we do, definitely go over there and watch them. It's so much fun. And I guess that's it. Anything else you want to say, Mark?
No, just thank you for everyone who's supported Loose Threads and all my books since CG started. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't do it without you guys. This is the stuff we're doing because of you, and so you guys could have some awesome entertainment. As always, thank you. We'll be let me see. I'll be streaming again Friday, like we do every Friday for the Diaz Brothers show at 7:30 Eastern time. Tommy, where can people find you? And what are you up to, brother?
On my couch all day with a drawing board in front of me. I take two walks around the block. I go like every 2 days and stock back up on Red Bull. And once a week, I go to the grocery store.
That's good.
Find me on Twitter, Tommy the Comic Guy, and on YouTube. I'm going to start streaming again. I promise. Probably maybe next week. I don't know. This team book. I'm drawing a team book.
Yeah.
That is teaming up with another team book.
Ooh.
And they're fighting two teams worth of bad guys.
Yeah.
And John has me drawing every member of every team on every page.
Jesus, that sounds like a lot. But that
It's a
makes
lot.
sense that you can't stream that stuff.
No, I don't. It'd be too small to stream. I mean, all the figures are crazy tiny. There's a. Speaking of George Perez, very George Perezian. This book.
Oh yeah, that's great. I love that stuff. Bancroft says, "Don't forget to feed your Ethiopian."
Then how am I going to use him as a back scratcher?
Yeah, you don't want him to be too heavy.
I don't need the two-handed Ethiopian back scratcher.
But stay tuned for the new Graveyard Shift stuff, which Tommy's going to be on. That's going to be awesome. And we will see you guys Friday with another stream. Go find another show to hang out in, and stay tuned to Mark on Joe Catapanos tonight with the Art Bros. We'll see you later.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys.
Later.
We'll return after these messages.
The following is unpaid advertisement for Breaking Rad.
Oi, it's Guess Who!
Comic State Edition.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Is your person old?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Is yours a straight male?
I'm not sure.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess
Has your
Who.
person fulfilled the book?
Nope.
Whoa.
That means it's not you.
Where's my sandwich?
Or you.
Yeah.
Or you.
Hi there.
It's Count Jameson.
You win. Let's play again.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Game cards do not actually monetize your hate.
CG.